All right, let's do this together. They're in. It was not easy.
Right.
Didn't come the way you might have expected it to come, but
boy.
the Padres are in. Jim's got champagne. I've got kombucha. All right, let's celebrate together tonight, folks. Make your way into the chat. This should be a fun hour or so.
Yeah, this is going to get a little weird, maybe, potentially.
Ooh, uh-oh.
The Nova kombucha, and I got the champagne.
On brand.
Very on brand. All right, here we go. Ready? Let's get everyone in here. Come on, guys.
Let us know what you're drinking tonight if you're drinking.
All right.
Look at that. It's pink.
Shocker. All righty. Let's go. Playoffs.
Don't like, pop your dog's
playoffs, baby. I won't.
Hold on.
Playoffs. What are you doing? You already spilled?
Yeah. Everywhere.
What is wrong with you?
Hey, Sully, chill.
Can we get on the rails here before we go off the rails?
Okay. Well, first of all, before we start, Kevin, thank you for your membership. Okay.
Yes. Hold on. Ready? 1, 2. Here it comes. Yo, here it comes. That's what she said. Oh, baby. You like that? Cheers,
all
everybody.
Right, cheers. Cheers to the Padres in the postseason. You never know from here, folks. You never know.
Cheers.
Anything can happen.
Let's go.
That was good kombucha.
Delicious.
Nova, not the sponsor of the wrap-up show, but I'm drinking it anyway.
Should be the sponsor of the. Should be a sponsor, but just saying. What's up, Nova?
Kevin, thank you. Okay, let's celebrate together. We'll get into today. Jim's gonna get rowdy. Please subscribe. If you've been with us all year, please subscribe. If this is your first time here, please subscribe. Smash the like button for us. The Padres are going to the postseason for the 7th time ever. So smash the like button for us. Follow us on Twitter, by the way. If you don't do that, we have some unique Twitter content for you at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. You become a member like Kevin. You get the emojis, you get the badges, you get the members-only content. And then we appreciate all the super chats. Great way to support this channel. We'll get to all of the supers here tonight. As we break down the Padres getting to the postseason, what seed are they going to be? We still have to figure that out. Either the 5th or the 6th. Where are they going? That's still to be determined. Is it going to be New York? It's not going to be Atlanta. Is it going to be New York or is it going to be St. Louis? This much we know. Brewers lost. Padres are in. You saw the celebration. Most of you probably did at Petco Park the moment the Brewers lost in 12 innings to the Marlins. And it was a little bit, I think you tweeted, you said it was awkward. It was kind of surreal because you clinch in a game and then you had moments to win your own game against the White Sox, but you didn't. But this is the culmination of 159 games to this point. I mean, this isn't based on one game. Would it be nice to win? Of course it would be nice to win when you go in. But should they celebrate this? Of course they should. Because once you're in, who knows? I mean, have they had as good of a year as the Dodgers? Of course not. Or the Braves or some of these other teams? No. But it's the postseason. Everyone starts 0-0, and we'll see what happens beginning Friday. How's the champagne?
It's delicious. Yeah, it was awkward. Like you can't tell me it wasn't awkward. You lose the game and you start fireworks. Like, come on, guys. Like it was
fireworks
awkward.
Might have been awkward, yeah.
It was awkward, all right. But you're right. And Bob Melvin said it in the clubhouse. Like in a 162 game season, making the postseason, that should be celebrated. Absolutely. I still think there should be some different standards for this team just because of how it's built. But in this moment, yeah, you absolutely celebrate that because this is hard. This wasn't a 60 game year. The grind of a 162 game season is fucking tough, dude. I mean, look at like we do this like almost every night, and we're drained.
Yeah,
and imagine these dudes. So in a full year with what happened with this team this season, I mean, you could write a book on the 2022 Padres, and it's not finished yet, which is the best part. You know, like the ending to this book could be more champagne, hopefully, and hopefully that won't be awkward because guess what? When you win in the postseason, there's no weird awkwardness about it. Like you win, you celebrate, and you hope that these guys can have 3 more champagne parties.
I'm hoping for 4, Jim. Hoping for 4.
4. I messed around. I missed around there.
We'll celebrate them
drunk.
if they get to the World Series.
I've taken 3 sips. I'm already drunk.
Yeah. We can celebrate them like 98. If they lose, we can have a parade. Listen, if they
No.
get to the World Series, we can.
That was another awkward thing that I don't want to happen again.
Well, no, actually, I kind of, you know what? We'll have that conversation when they get to the World Series. Cam, thank you. All right, guys, as you make your way in, thank you for the supers. Great way to support this channel. We'll get to all the super chats here tonight. Padres are in the playoffs. They lose to the White Sox, but by virtue of a tiebreaker, they can finish no further than ahead of Milwaukee, which means they're either the 5th seed or the 6th seed. Jim is drinking.
It just spilled all over me.
Sully. Okay, so Cam, thank you. Says wasted start by Snell.
No. Okay.
And would have been nice to end with a walk-off. I'm glad that we are in, and interesting how we play the Giants series. We don't want to go in losing 3 series in a row. Hashtag LFGSD. It's a good point. I mean, on the homestand, they're 2-4. Snell deserved a better fate. Snell's been unbelievable. He's got 2-1-9 in his last 14 starts. What else do you want him to do? He went 6 innings today. Is that not good enough? 6 innings, 1 run now. 5 scoreless innings wasn't good enough. 6 innings, 1 run, probably not good enough.
The offense again. Like, what the fuck? Like, I honestly don't really want to talk about the offense tonight, because tonight, like, we're celebrating. Like, this. I agree with Bob Melvin. Like, I'm going off Bob Melvin saying, like, you got to celebrate. You can't always have it be just a grind. You got to take the moments and enjoy the moments. And while today they didn't win, offense was horrible again. You know, it is what it is. The celebration on the end of the game, it was kind of weird, but you got to appreciate this team making a postseason in a full year for the first time since 2006.
Oh, yeah. I mean, how else would you? I mean, they should celebrate it. I prefer to win. Everyone would prefer to win.
I mean, how many Padres fans weren't even alive in 2006 or old enough to even?
Well, only 16-year-olds are younger. Is what I would say.
What I mean is, like, if you're like 5 years old in 2006.
Well, look at Ben. Ben's here. I mean, Ben's what, 19 or 20? You know,
he's a child.
Yeah. You know, when I think about today, I think Snell. Listen, I love the way Snell is pitching into the postseason. I love the way Darvish is pitching into the postseason. I think Machado's fine. I know he had a spot to come through in the 8th inning and didn't. I think Soto's been good here over the last couple of weeks. I don't think this Giants series means anything, and we can argue what's more important here, or where would you rather be seated? Would you rather be the 6 or the 5? You could argue that this Giants series you should roll over, to be honest. Do you want DeGrom Scherzer, or do you want St. Louis? Sophie's choice.
That's going to be the question we're going to be asking all week at least for the first three days this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, is like, who do you want? You're not going to see Darvish until game 1. You're not going to see Snell at all, obviously, until game 2. Musgrove is scheduled to pitch tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he should. I would think he would, because then he's not scheduled to pitch again until Sunday, which would be 6 days later. I would think he would pitch.
And the final 2 games of the year, you're literally going to just
Reese Kinnear,
and Stammen or Chris Matt or whatever. Yep. The lineup's going to be funny to look at tomorrow, because a lot of these guys, oh my God, these guys were so, dude. I said, who do you think the drunkest Padre will be tonight? And it's by far and away Jorge Alfaro.
He might be in the starting lineup tomorrow, because you're not going to. I wouldn't think you'd start.
Campusano, I guess. Campusano is starting tomorrow for sure.
Well, you got to have. Here's the thing: you only have a 26-man roster. Is this the Brandon Dixon leadoff game? Probably.
Brandon Dixon's going to play tomorrow. Campusano's going to play tomorrow. Azokar is going to play tomorrow.
Grisham, no.
Grisham and Azokar will play tomorrow.
Maybe.
Anybody?
Well, that's about it.
Infielder? That's about it.
That's everyone.
Yeah.
Manny's sitting. Manny needs a day off.
Okay.
Thank you, Fred Slots and stuff, for the super. We appreciate that. Thank you guys for the supers as you make your way in. Please subscribe if you're a Padres fan. Cheers to everyone that is here. A great way to support this channel is with a super chat by clicking the $ in the chat box down below. We get to all of the supers, as you know. He says the Padres need to play good baseball these last 3 games. Do it for the fans for playing this garbage baseball they have been playing at home. That's an interesting way to look at it. I would expect that the crowds would be rather pedestrian the next 3 days, to be honest with you. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, with literally nothing on the line. I don't know if they really need to play good baseball. Like, do you want them to win 2 of the next 3 and play at Citi Field? Or do you want them to lose 2 of the next 3 and play in St. Louis? Like, you could argue the merits both ways. I don't think what they do in this Giants series has any impact on their postseason. I really don't.
Not now.
Nothing.
No, not now. I agree with you. These next 3 games are maintenance days and getting ready for Friday, right? That's literally it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they care where they go. So I don't think that they're going to play these games like they give a shit.
Yep.
I really do, because like it's St. Louis and New York. I mean, it's just I don't think they give a shit. I don't think they care, and that's fine. That's fine as long as they have everything lined up. Everybody's healthy, ready to go. I like this team way more on the road, honestly, than I do at home. That's why I feel good, just because the way I've seen this team play at home this year, it's been really bad at times to the point where it's unwatchable. And at least on the road, they score runs. So that's why I feel good about them going on the road with everything lined up. If they didn't clinch today, I would feel nervous. Not because not because I don't think they would have clinched, because I think I would have, like, anything could happen, right? You're playing all your guys, someone get just whatever. Now you have a full week to get ready to go. You're going to see Manny in there the next couple days. You're going to see
tomorrow.
Soto. No, but you know what I mean. You're going to see Soto. You're going to see Manny, but they're not going to play every single inning.
Right.
They're going to just get ready for Friday.
Okay, a couple of things. We're going to go out of order on the supers for a moment because we need to thank Jason. This is extremely generous. Okay.
Cheers to Jason.
So can we get some champagne emojis in the chat for Jason? Okay. And thank you guys who have been here all season with us. Seriously, thank you guys who have been with us all year. I don't care if it's your first day here, if you've been here for the last 365 days. Thank you for your support. I mean, thank you seriously from the bottom of our hearts for your support, because it's been a lot like the Padres season. Good days, bad days, long days, short days. Jason says, this is for the celebration. Thank you guys for doing this for the entire season. Now, playoff matchup question. St. Louis or New York, do you think Grisham will be on the 26-man roster, and do we carry 3 catchers? Jason, thank you. Seriously, thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers to Jason. Let's take a sip. I'm about a half an ounce in to my drink.
Yeah. Soft.
So, I don't know how to look at St. Louis or New York. I'd love to hear from everyone. So just comment down below, St. Louis or New York. What do you want? In regards to Grisham, I don't see how he's not on the postseason roster. You only have so many outfielders. I would assume he'd be on it.
Mm-hmm.
Regarding 3 catchers, I think you could carry 3 catchers and be one light in your pitching staff because it's a 3-game series.
Yeah.
And if you have a 4th starter like Clevenger, even a 5th starter like Manaea, you can cover some innings. So my guess is both Grisham and both 3 catchers are going to be on that initial wild card roster. That's just my speculation.
Well, okay. So you can't get more than 13 pitchers. So it's only 13 pitchers in the postseason roster. Yeah, I think it's as is. Maybe Brandon Dixon will not be on the postseason roster.
Mm-hmm.
I think also too the Mets or St. Louis. I'd want New York.
It's interesting, man. I don't know why, because they're not playing good baseball.
No, not because of that. Well, I mean that is a factor.
Yeah, they were just swept.
I don't. It's just this weird thing about St. Louis, man.
Mm-hmm.
They just have, like, at home, they're really fucking good.
Yep.
And they've been playing really consistently good baseball the last 2 months. New York has been up and down. And of course, you go to New York, all the pressure's on the Mets. And that franchise does not deal well with pressure. Cardinals, on the other hand, they've been through it all.
Mm-hmm.
And they have the players there that have been through it all. New York, they don't have that. I think that matters in the postseason. And
of course, St. Louis is literally playing for the careers of some of these guys, like Yachty, Pujols, maybe Wainwright.
Do you see the scene there at St.Ewis today when they all walked off the mound?
It's crazy.
So you don't think that it's
a factor?
It's a factor for sure, and that's why I'm taking my chances with New York. I want New York, just because of the history of that franchise. I know the Padres have kind of the same history, maybe
but that's
worse.
Kind of a good thing, yeah.
But it's also a good thing because you're on the road, you're playing with house money in New York.
Well, you're playing with house money in St. Louis as well. But I agree with you. I think the Mets would be the tighter of the 2 possibilities of the opponents. I mean, it's New York City, a team that was in first place every single day of the regular season, but 2 or 3 right now.
Because if the Padres take an early 1-0 lead in New York, that entire crowd is going to be so fucking tight. You take an early lead, 1-0 lead in St. Louis, whatever. We know
Yeah.
they've come back. Like they feel like they have magic.
But then again, it's like, okay, Cardinals pitching staff is fine and their starters are good. But like, Jim, there's a scenario where you face DeGrom and Scherzer and they're on, and you have like 5 combined hits in 2 games. And those guys go
True.
16 combined innings. I mean, that's how good they are, right? I mean, this is Jacob DeGrom, who's only pitched for 2 months this year. He has not been himself. Max Scherzer, who has at times been himself. I mean, shoot, Atlanta just beat DeGrom Scherzer back-to-back, which is impossible to imagine.
I mean, I'd have to look at the numbers, like career numbers that Scherzer has versus the Padres and DeGrom has versus the Padres. I want to say Scherzer, last couple years, has gotten hit by the Padres.
No, other than the Camarena game, he hasn't. He's been really good. I mean,
Well,
we'd have to look it up. Other than that Camarena game, I think he's been pretty good.
Right, I have to look it up. I'm sticking with the Mets.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. You've kind of convinced me. I'm with you. I mean, but again, I think it's a Sophie's choice. We say that now, and then if DeGrom goes 8 innings of one-hit baseball on Friday
They're like,
night,
fuck, we want
the
the Cardinals.
Why would you want Jacob DeGrom? The guy's like one of the best pitchers in the history of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then why would you want Max Scherzer, who's been one of the best pitchers of his generation? Jason, thank you again. Very generous. Thank you guys for the supers. Keep them coming. Fun night for Padres fans. They're in. Now, who do they get? And can they make a run? Can they make a run? Let's get back to these supers. And Alex, who's been with us literally since day one. Alex,
Cheers,
we do
Alex.
appreciate your support. Cheers, Alex. Cheers to everyone here live or on replay. Alex said, okay, 2006, played hooky from school to watch the 2006 playoffs. That's the last time the Padres made it in a full season. Of course, they made it in 2020 and won a round. Haven't been in since 2006. Haven't clinched at home since 2005. So that's a long time. Like you said, a lot of Padres fans who are in their 20s probably only have, very few memories of 2006, if at all.
Yeah. And look, everyone rather have had them win today. So then it would have been just a better all around celebration, and it just would have felt normal, and it would have been like perfect, right? But it's like you lose and you clinch. It just, at least it wasn't, at least that happened in front of their home crowd. Because if they're on the road and they lost, and then the Brewers, also lost and they clinched on the road, but they also, like, that would have been just even weirder. So I'm glad that they clinched at home, regardless of how weird it was to lose the game and the fireworks immediately go off. At least they did in front of the home crowd.
Yeah, I don't think it's that weird. They're not the only team to do that this year. I mean, there's 12 teams that make the playoffs. So I really don't think it's that weird, to be honest with you. I mean, what I prefer is they win, but I don't think it's awkward. The only awkward moment for me that happened is the fireworks. Their celebration to me is not awkward.
That's the awkward part about it.
Them celebrating on field is not awkward. I mean, them enjoying their accomplishments to me. But the fireworks to me, and I heard them go off. I was listening on the radio that exact moment. I'm like, wait, what happened?
Again, the Padres lose 2-1.
Yeah, that was a little weird. Vince says, thank you, Vince, for the super.
Thanks,
Let's cheers to Vince.
Cheers to Vince.
Cheers to Vince. LFGSD, F the haters saying celebrating other teams being worse. They did what they needed to do. Let them enjoy it. By the way, didn't see Snell post-party. Interesting. I've seen tons of videos and clips. I wasn't really paying attention. Did you see Blake Snell?
No.
That's interesting.
We'll have to ask Marty tomorrow because she
Yep.
somehow survived that whole thing.
Yeah, you can see her videos on YouTube because they are there. Definitely on YouTube. So thank you, Vince. And thank you to, I don't understand. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe he's getting treatment or something. Who knows? Toby McGuire. Thank you for the super, Toby.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Toby.
that. Cheers, Toby.
Cheers. Boom.
Kim celebrating the clinch with an absolute piss missile to left was nice. Wish it would have been for the lead, but still good to see him hit another home run. What sucked after that is next inning, you're down 2-1. You have first and third, one out for Machado. He was ahead 2-0. He may have been ahead 3-1, but he was definitely ahead 2-0 in that sequence. He pops out on the infielder in foul territory. Then Cronenworth popped out to shallow somewhere in the outfield, and then you didn't score in that ninth inning. You brought Jorge Alfaro to the plate. I mean, would there have been anything more epic than Jorge Alfaro walking off for a 6th time this season? but it wasn't meant to be. And Alfaro was still the star in the clubhouse post game anyway.
I was about to tweet, if Alfaro hits a walk-off here, I'll dump an entire bottle of champagne over my head during the wrap-up show.
You should have said, I'll delete my account.
No.
You've already done that.
But it was on a different day, bro.
I know. I'm kidding. Yeah, Kim's been good, guys. Kim's been good. Kim's been really good. This offense has not. This 6-game homestand, Jim, what have they done? I mean, yesterday they scored a little bit, didn't they?
2-4.
What happened yesterday?
They won. They actually scored runs. They hit home runs.
Was it 5-2? Yeah, they hit 3 home runs. Yeah.
Soto, Cronenworth. Cronenworth had the biggest home run of the day.
Machado.
And the Machado also gave them the insurance they needed. But yeah, yesterday was like what you want to see at home. Machado, Cronenworth, and Soto all provide the pop. And they beat one of the best pitchers in the American League. So that was a good sign. Mm-hmm. But then you come back again today and you're like, back to the same old at home.
Yep.
So thankfully they're on the road.
They're about to be on the road, hopefully for like a week if they go through St. Louis and then
we hope
Atlanta.
That the first 5 games of their postseason run this year, it happens because they'll all be on the road.
I'm hoping 4 because I'm hoping for a sweep in this first series. Victor, thank you for your membership.
Cheers.
Thank you for your membership. We do appreciate that. If you want to become a member, click the join button down below. You get emojis that are custom. You get badges that are custom. You get members-only content. If you want to support this channel, click the $sign in the chat box down below. We'll get to all of your supers here tonight. We do appreciate it. We need to thank Mark Nimitz, by the way, who has been the sponsor of the wrap-up show since day one. Literally 365-plus days from Mark. So here's what Mark is going to do tonight, Jim. You don't even know what he's going to do.
What?
Here's what Mark is going to do.
Thanks for telling me.
And I'm not exactly sure how we're able to do this. So, Jim, I'm gonna put you in charge of picking I don't even want to say winner, but someone is going to get this from Mark tonight. You're going to get a gift bag from Mark Nimitz Insurance with all types of swag from Mark. Okay, Mark Nimitz Insurance swag. You're going to get a Fernando Tatis Jr. Funko Pop. You know about the Funko Pops, right? I think you have one.
I think I have one, yeah.
Yeah.
My garage.
And you're going to get a $25 gas card. So someone tonight with us live and stick around all night is going to get a $25 gas gift card, a Fernando Tatis Jr. Funko Pop, because Fernando Tatis Jr. Funko Pop is in the postseason, but Fernando Tatis Jr. isn't. And then you're also going to get this Mark Nimitz Insurance gift bag as well. So someone in the chat tonight is winning that. We thank Mark for his support of this channel literally since day one. And thank you guys for supporting Mark and being there. When you have insurance needs, you give him a call. He was just telling me that today. He's hearing from a lot of people that watch the wrap-up show. So Mark Nimitz can save you $750. I have told you literally for months that I trust Mark with our insurance needs for my family, homeowners, earthquake. He also has auto, home, renters, life. I mean, anything you need. He can save you $750 off the bat. He would love to talk to you about the Padres. You can call him. You can talk about your insurance needs and how he can save you money. He'll talk to you about the Padres and this upcoming postseason. His website's down below. Just click the link. You'll get to his website. All the information you need, how to get a quote online, the products he offers, where he's located as well. So again, if you support this channel and if you want to support a local San Diego business, Mark is from San Diego. He is a diehard Padres fan, has been a lifelong Padres fan. He's been supporting this channel since day one. If you have insurance needs, if your renewal is coming up in any of your insurances, before you renew, just contact Mark. Simple as that. Click the link down below. Get in contact with him. He won't bite. He'll talk Padres baseball with you. Auto, home, renters, life, earthquake insurance. Thank you, Mark Nimitz, for your support of this channel. And thank you for this cool offer for one of our viewers here tonight as well.
How are we picking the winner?
Jim, that's where you come in, my friend. Now, you're going to have to pick it up. You're going to have to be in San Diego to win. Maybe, here's the deal. Put a goat emoji in the chat if you want the $25 gas card, if you want the Funko Pop, if you want the swag. Then Jim is going to pick someone that puts a goat emoji in the chat that is able to pick up these products from Mark. Jim's going to pick someone before the end of the night.
Yes. Okay. So if you want to be entered in this, is just put a goat emoji?
Yeah.
Okay. And you have to live in San Diego County to pick it up?
I think, unless you want to drive from like Atlanta.
No, I'm good. I'm actually good.
But yes, thank you again, Mark, for your support. Literally, he's been there for us from day one. I don't even know if we get this channel off the ground without Mark Nimitz. So thank you, Mark. Let's get back to the chat here. And Johnny, who says, weak sip, drink more, be a man, JS. Cheers, Johnny. Here's the thing. I only have one of these. Okay. Now, if I had two, maybe I'd be going at it a little more strongly.
Also, Ben makes a great point here. Nope.
Good point. Really good point, Ben.
No, it's gonna be literally at random.
Yeah, I wouldn't even call this. It's not even a giveaway. Someone's just winning this. I don't know if I can say that, but
it's Mark Nimitz saying thank you.
It's giving someone. Yeah.
Yes.
It's a thank you gift for someone.
Yes.
So thank you again, Johnny. Thank you, Ryan, who says Mania to pitch. I do not trust him right now. I could see Mania starting one of these final 3 games. Don't know if he's going to be on the postseason roster.
He pitched on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, I'll probably Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then, like, the last game of the year, you're going to get, like,
Kinnear.
Craig Stammen is going to start. Yeah. They're going to have, like, this big send-off for him like they did Albert Pujols in St. Louis.
All right, we beat Scherzer on July 22nd. Just kidding. But again, it's like Scherzer in the postseason. Like, I mean, it's a pretty big ask, is it not?
Absolutely it is. Now I'd have to look at Scherzer's stats the last month. I know he's been also injured, so I have to look at what he's been doing. Same thing with DeGrom.
Well, look at it this way. Since DeGrom came back August 3rd, the Mets are 10-10 in Scherzer DeGrom combined starts as a team. Since August 3rd, DeGrom and Scherzer, the Mets are 10-10 in those 20 starts.
You have just proven my point and why I want the Mets.
Yeah, but that's what's happened. Now they went 0-2 against the Braves, so they were 10-8. But yeah, now 10.
I think just by you saying that, like, some trends, they follow you into the postseason.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And it's not like Scherzer and DeGrom have been healthy the whole year, and it's not like those two guys, while they're great pitchers, and yes, they could at any moment go 8 scoreless and have 15 strikeouts. I just think there will be this added pressure that the fan base will kind of put on this Mets team. And I think because of how the way the Mets have played down the stretch here, kind of coughing up this division and the 2 seed, they're going to feel it. I think that's just my gut is what I could be completely wrong. And the Mets could win two games, like 6-1 and 7-0.
Yep.
But I'm just going with I rather face a team who has not been playing well, who's going to have a fan base that's already on edge. I want to face those guys instead of a team that has been playing well and has a fan base that no matter what happens, they believe that they're going to win that game because the Cardinals are, the Cardinals.
Man, I'd love to beat Edwin Diaz too with those trumpets. Man, that would be nice.
Yes, I would.
Although I'd prefer they don't trail into the 9th inning. Joshua, thank you. Let's cheers to Joshua. Cheers to everyone here tonight, live or on replay. Cheers to all the supers. Thank you guys. If it's your first time or your 100th time with us in 2022. I like this from Joshua. He says, fun fact, guys. The 2 times we didn't play the Cardinals in the postseason, we went to the World Series. 1984, 1998. Did not play the Cards, and the Padres.
I'm also sick of the Padres playing the Cardinals in the postseason.
I know, it's kind of like enough.
Like 96, 05, 06, 2020. Yeah. Like, no. Enough. Wait, no, they played them. Did they play them in 05 and 06?
I think that's right, yeah.
Yeah, 4 times.
4 times?
3 times or 4 times?
All time? You're saying 3? I don't know. 3 or 4 times?
I know they played them in 96.
Okay, so 4. So 96, 05, 06, 20.
Yeah. Okay, I'm done. Let's go to New York.
Over it. To
and
get to New York, the Padres are going to need to win a game or 2 to get to New York because the Phillies need to win still to get in. They have a magic number.
Well, maybe here's the thing. Maybe now that they've clinched, this team's going to feel like no pressure, and they're going to go out and score 6-7 runs.
I know. Yeah, but the Giants are like the 27 Yankees right now.
They just got eliminated too, so they don't give a shit.
I know. Nobody cares. Webb. But they are pitching Rodon.
They're pitching Rodon Wednesday, and they're going to pitch, I think, Alex Cobb.
Rodon's tomorrow.
I thought Rodon was Tuesday.
Yeah, they moved him up. He's pitching tomorrow. They're like, we're gonna screw over the Padres after they clinched. We're gonna shove it. I mean, that's what I read.
Tomorrow's
I think it's
lineup's going to be so funny.
It's gonna be funny. Well, it can only get so funny because you still have to have a 26-man roster, so they can't just call up guys. This isn't the 40-man days when you could have 15 additional bodies. You have 28 now, so you can only get so creative. Thank you, Mr. Peeper. Seriously, for those that have been with us, remember, I mean, we spent 2 years doing this on the radio. We would drive into the studio in 2020 and 2021. We would do it every single night. And then in 2022, of course, we've been doing it on Jon and Jim on the radio. Please join us tomorrow, by the way, on 760. We'll have a great show lined up for Padres fans. We'll be with you at 3 p.m. on San Diego Sports 760. But, of course, we've been on YouTube for the last 12, 13 months as well. So thank you, guys. If you've been with us on radio for the last handful of years, if you've been with us on YouTube, if you've been with us on Weight Room recently as well, we'll be back tomorrow, by the way, at 11:30 a.m. on Weight Room. So wherever you find our content. Postseason. What's that?
So we can talk about the postseason. We don't have to talk about, are you worried? Do you think this team's going to do this?
Can the Padres make a run?
Like, it is.
Who do you want to face?
Over. Like, it's done. Who's going to be the pitching matchups? Where do you want to go? Who's going to be on this playoff roster? Do you think they can make a run here? You know, it's going to be this week is going to be fun to talk about.
It is. Thank you, Pedro. Cheers to Pedro. Thanks, Pedro. Come on, take a sip, man.
I am taking a sip. I have a whole bottle of champagne here.
Come on. That's probably got water in it.
Stomach hurts. I popped it on the air, bro. How did that have water in it?
I don't know. It's like I don't know. A Houdini act. Conspiracy theory. Pedro says, what's your guys' hot take or can imagine happening to win it all? I can imagine anything happening. That's the beauty of the playoffs. I mean, would I be shocked if the Padres won a couple of series? No, not really. Would I be shocked if the Dodgers won the World Series? No, not really. Would I be shocked if the New York Yankees won the World Series? No, not really. I mean, but this is the best time of year.
Mm-hmm.
Anything can happen. That's why we're all excited. That's why we're all here tonight, because you believe that with the right opponent and the right day or two, you can win a playoff game or a playoff series, and you can keep playing well into October.
Yeah. They have a good shot for sure. They have the pieces. You know, if you can get if Juan Soto and Manny Machado and Yu Darvish and Blake Snell and Joe Musgrove and Jake Cronenworth and, you know, in the bullpen, you got Josh Hader. Like, if those guys can perform for you, and you also have contributions from the others, and you have some help from the unsung heroes, right? As I said it all year, like, you need the others to step up here, and those others will help you lead to playoff wins, playoff series wins, and potentially championships. You need those others to come through, like the Ha-Seong Kim. I know Trent Grisham's, you know, everyone hates him, but he's a part of the others. If he could do anything, just like a good sacrifice bunt to lead to a run, you know, like there's like anything you can do to help this team win in the postseason, you got to play your role. Mm-hmm. And it's got to be 26 men all pulling on the same rope. And it's got to be everybody do your job. If you're up there to bunt a guy over, you get the bunt down. You Trent. If you're up the plate with a runner on third base and less than 2 outs, you get him in by any means necessary. Sack fly, grounder to the opposite side of the field. Like, anything you possibly can to get that runner in. Like, you got to do everything in the postseason to make sure you do your job.
A couple of things here. We're not BQ Sports. Nobody's hating on anyone.
No.
Okay. Fern, if that's the case, why are you here? BQ Sports, if this is the case, why are you here? Thank you, Ben, for your support. I don't know how I got into this, but I'm kind of into it.
You're the one that did it.
I mean, did I say anything?
No, someone gave us a super chat.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's not. I didn't say it. Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I'm not. Listen, I'm just, you know. Hold on. Let me get to this from Steve. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve,
for your membership and your
Cheers,
support
Steve.
of the channel. Cheers to Steve. What's on the side of that champagne bottle, Jim? Is there writing on it?
Yeah.
Well, what does it say? What's it say?
Don't worry about it.
I'm worried.
It's nothing.
What is it, like from like an ex-girlfriend?
No.
Can you imagine that?
No.
Let's see here. Dusty Kitten. Cheers. We're getting back into this.
Cheers, Dusty.
Listen, this isn't about, first of all, like we've told you from day one,
We're not.
we appreciate those that are here. We understand there's a community of people that cover the Padres, radio, television, streaming, blogging. Okay. We get it. That most people probably consume content from a number of sources. That includes Jim and I. So we just appreciate your support. There's certain people we turn to. I'm a big believer in Ben at Talking Friars, who I think is doing great work. So, that's what I'll say.
Yeah, we're not. There's some people in this town that they live to, what's the word? Not troll, but they live to start shit. Right? They just love doing that. We're not.
Right. We're not like breaking. I'm not breaking crazy news. You know what we provide. We offer opinions and commentate related to things around the Padres. 24/7, 365, and we bring knowledge.
You know some people in this town who work in this town that are like, they just love to talk shit.
There's a little bit of that. Samantha, listen, I appreciate it. Everyone's too hard on Hog, WTF, I love Hog, and Jon and Jim. We appreciate the fact that you're here with us. We really do. So this show is not about disparaging anyone else. It really isn't.
Nope. What
is happening in here?
Why would you want to face DeGrom and Scherzer? I think it's not about that I would want them to face DeGrom and Scherzer. I think I'd want them to face a team who I know is going to get so much pressure from their fan base, number one. Number two, they're going to be very tight, I think, to perform. Okay, they just blew a division title to get a first-round bye. You don't think that they have a little pressure on them and they don't feel it a little bit like, oh, fuck, we just blew that. We can't blow this, right? And number two, I just look at the franchise's history. I feel like that plays a little bit of a role. Like, I'm sorry. I think it just does. I would much rather face a Mets franchise than a Cardinals franchise. And I'm not saying that the Mets or the Cardinals, I honestly think they're probably evenly matched if you're talking to me.
Sure.
So, and if they get the Mets, you're getting the primetime game too, which I kind of want.
Right. Yeah, they'll play later in the day. If you're playing the Cardinals, you're probably playing like 1 o'clock. Maybe in the East, maybe 10 a.m. Pacific, or 1 o'clock in the West, 4 o'clock in the East. You're not playing at night against the Cardinals. If you're playing the Mets, I would think it would be night East, which would still be late day. Probably in the West would be my guess. Johnny says, and thank you, Johnny, for the super. Cheers to Johnny again. He wants you to drink the full bottle. Be a man.
Nope. The only time I'll ever drink a full bottle, like in one sip, would be if they won the World Series.
In one sip?
Like, I would chug it and just like, it would be a disaster.
It would be a disaster.
I'm not going to chug a bottle for them to make that they just made the postseason. Drinking, yes. Chugging, no.
Do want to thank Andrew, who's been with us loyally
Thanks,
on the wrap-up show, also in weight room recently. He says, I'm going to the game tomorrow on my birthday. Happy birthday, Andrew. I think the celebration continues tomorrow night, honestly. I don't know what you're going to see as a Padres fan. I don't know how well they're going to play. I don't know what they're going to look like as the team's collectively hung over. But, a good way to support a team that's heading to the postseason for the first time in a full year in a long time. So happy early birthday, Andrew.
Happy birthday, Andrew.
And cheers. And cheers.
Cheers. As always, Andrew. Boom.
It's your birthday. Johnny, thank you again. He says, dude, it better not be cider, JR. Are you drinking cider tonight?
This?
Mm-hmm.
No, this is Barefoot Bubbly Champagne.
Okay. I like it. I do.
Yep. Yep.
Curious, creative, no talented. Thank you for the super and cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, we're going. Okay. Geez, I'm just pulling up the supers here. Okay. Not about disparaging. Okay, fine. But you guys got to admit you're the anti Scott Kaplan. I'm all for it.
I wasn't even talking.
What is it even? Have we
I was
ever?
I was never referring to Scott.
Wait. What did you say that would lead someone to believe that?
Probably like the stir the pot stuff.
Oh.
No, honestly,
we have no issues with anyone.
No. And if you're asking me honestly, like I kind of like when Scott does that, but that's just me personally. I just,
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even familiar, to be honest with you. I mean, I've been in San Diego about 6 years. I don't know Scott.
Well, that's
I
the
don't
thing
think we've ever mentioned him in one form or fashion on the wrap-up show.
Right. Well, also too, I mean, I think when 1090 unfortunately went under, like that was kind of around the time you started working in radio, so you never got a chance to listen to Scott.
Not really. No, the 1090 was on the air for about 3 years when I got here. Actually, I think they went under in 2019, maybe. And I got here in like 2017, but yeah, I don't know. I've never, I'm not really a radio wars. I don't know the history of 1090 or anything. I really just don't. I don't know enough about it, but I have no issues at all with Scott. I think he's a good host from what I know.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
But thank you for the super. Let's get to Ron here, our buddy the Ronsta, who says he's going to, and thank you, Ron. Cheers.
Thank you, Ron.
It says going to the game on my birthday on Tuesday. Okay, so we have Andrew going on Monday for his birthday. We have Ron going Tuesday for his birthday.
The great part about this week is there's no everybody's going to be calm for a week. And by calm, I mean if the Padres lose a game, it's like, okay, they're in the postseason. They win a game, cool. Okay, they're in the postseason. Like obviously there's going to be more stress building as we get closer to Friday, because that's when it starts. But like these next 3 games, you're like, if they go down 2-0, you're like, okay, they're in the postseason.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't care. Honestly, I mean, I'm not reacting in any manner negatively to the Padres losing to the Giants. I just don't care. The only thing that matters is their health. As long as they can stay healthy, I don't care if they lose 2-0 tomorrow night. I just don't.
As long as they don't do something stupid like pitching, Josh Hader for 3 straight games and then having Musgrove throw like 140 pitches, and like if Manny takes a ball off his shin, they keep him in the game. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's the only stuff I'd be like, what the fuck? But anything else, it's fine.
Thank you, E-Racing with Dale. Cheers, Dale.
Cheers.
Who says, got tickets to the NLDS game 2 and NLCS game 1 and 2. Fingers crossed that those games exist.
Dude, okay, now here's my question.
In San Diego.
If those tickets are true, if you buy those tickets now, what happens when if they don't make it?
You just get a refund.
Okay.
Yeah, strips. You're right. Strips of tickets, I'm assuming. If you buy strips or if you buy tickets, you just get refunded if those games don't get played. It was a really funny. Just pull this up because why not? This is hilarious. This wrap-up show. Jon and Jim ruin their relationships with every other sports talk show host in San Diego. How so?
No.
In what capacity? All right. I do want to remind you about our partnership with Aura. They have been with us since the very start of this 2022 season. Their co-founder, Will, is a huge Padres fan. They've got offices in Liberty Station. Great company, all plant-based proteins and nutritional products. If you click the Build Your Routine button in the bottom right-hand corner, you can see it right now. It's highlighted in that like forest green color. You get 30% off your first order. So 30% off your first order. I take a probiotic every single day from Aura for digestion and heart health and mental clarity. They've got proteins for after workouts. They have pre-workout supplements. They have omega-3 oils as well. They've got immunity pills. They have sleep pills. They literally have something for everyone. The website, ora.organic. Great to celebrate with Will tonight. He's been a huge supporter of this channel. He is a native San Diegan. He is a huge Padres fan. If you support this channel, want to support a local business that does business with us on the wrap-up show, please check out Aura. Again, plant-based nutritional products for yourself, your family, your friends. Great way to improve your health in 2022. Visit ora.organic or click the link down below and get 30% off your first order by clicking that Build Your Routine button.
Yeah, go there right now, www.aura.organic. They have everything you need to live a healthy lifestyle. The plant-based nutrition Work It protein powder there you see on the screen, vanilla, chocolate, and unflavored protein powder. Go there right now. Get that. Build your routine. Put that in your cart. 30% off. You'll thank us later.
All right, so thank you again to Aura and to Omar Sanchez and to our title sponsor, Mark Nimitz. Thank you all for your support of this channel that are here tonight live or on replay. E-Racing with Dale, thank you again. He says, LFGSD, thank you, Jon and Jim. We thank you, Dale, for hanging out here tonight. We
Appreciate
really
that.
do. Let's see here. Jesse, thank you. Jesse, who's been with us basically day in and day out from Hawaii, by the way, saying just joining with thoughts on Bell's performance lately. He had a nice game today. I'd have to see what he's done the last couple of days. I think he's gotten on base a little bit the last couple of days. It's obviously been a very down year for Josh Bell since he got to San Diego. But I want to say today I saw him have 2 hits and a walk.
That's fine, but he hasn't done anything. Like he has been really bad for this team. Really bad. Hopefully he turns around the postseason. And that's the good part here is you have guys like Juan Soto and Josh Bell and who else? Trent Grisham, Will Myers, Brandon Drury to an extent. Like, this is now a new season. You guys can make up for this here in the postseason. If Will Myers hits a big home run, do you think anybody's going to care about him hitting whatever this year with 3 homers?
Nope.
No. Same thing with Trent Grisham. If Trent Grisham hit a walk-off home run to send his team to the World Series, do you think anybody is going to be like, well, fuck, Trent Grisham hit 187 for us this year?
Right, but I don't think he hit 187.
But you get my point.
Yeah.
This is the time of the year where you can make up for a shit season like that.
Yep, you're right. That's exactly right. I don't care about the regular season during the postseason. I want to see this team perform in the postseason.
Yeah.
They'll be defined by what they do now in October. If they get swept by the Cardinals or the Mets, that's what we're going to remember heading into 2023. If they beat the Cardinals or the Mets or beat the Dodgers or the Braves or whomever, that will define their season. So that's what's in front of them. Can they play their best baseball in the biggest moments? Yes or no? We're going to find out. Vector, thank you. Cheers to Vector. Cheers to everyone here tonight. Thank you, guys. Subscribe if you're here, if you're a Padres fan. Smash the like button for us. Follow us on Twitter at Jon Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. Become a member. Click the join button as we get into the postseason. And we appreciate the supers. Great way to support this channel. Just click that $ down below. Padres clinch. They lose to the White Sox, but clinch with the Brewers loss. They're heading to the postseason in a full year for the first time in 16 years. Vector says, the boys have done it, even if it was ugly at times. Let's see the offense respond now that they are playing deep into October. Also, rest or play starters the next 3 days. Yeah, you're rotating through guys. The next 3 days.
For sure. This is going to look really – it could look weird, but it could look also kind of normal. Maybe Bob Melvin wants to keep it normal. Final day of the year, give Manny like 2 at-bats. He's done. Soto, 2 at-bats, you're done, But again, you don't really have much on your bench. So you have to keep guys out there to play because you got to finish the games.
Right. Exactly. That's exactly right. Thank you again, Vector. Thank you, Luis, for the super. Cheers, Luis. He says, LFGSD, drinking a cold Corona and smoking a blunt. Where's your blunt tonight, Jim?
Not here.
It's not a relationship girl's house?
I don't smoke. Dude, if the Padres win a series, I'll do the show on a gummy.
Wait, win what? The World Series?
No, a series. If they win the first series, I'll do a show on a gummy.
No, thanks for our viewers and for myself.
I'll be like, what the fuck?
Like, wow, this is so cool. I'm gonna go sit in my chair.
I'm like,
watch Ren and Stimpy.
My face feels so smooth.
Luis, thank you. Sarah, thank you. You've been with us throughout the course of the season. Thank you for your membership. Sarah says, no way, Ron's to me too. I think we're talking about birthdays coming up, maybe Tuesday of this upcoming week. So happy early birthday, Sarah. Cheers. How much is left in that thing? 90% or like 80% or like 50%?
Like I drank that much. It's very.
Bro, you drank like an ounce.
I'm very soft. I don't want to drink
so
this whole.
Soft, dude.
I don't want to do this.
I mean, give relationship girl a glass.
No, she's in bed.
You can drink in bed.
No, we're not. No.
No, okay.
No.
Matthew, this is very
Thank you,
generous. Cheers, Matthew.
Matthew.
Thank you for the
Cheers. I'll
super.
drink
Thank
with
you
you.
guys for the
Thank you,
supers.
Matthew.
So, yeah, let me drink first. Okay. Born here in 71. And it's always nice to see a rare Padres playoff appearance. Let's see if they can do some damage. I'm probably one of the few who felt a little dirty clinching on a loss. Go Marlins and cheers.
Yes.
7 playoff appearances in franchise history, 2 in the last 3 years. Of course, 3 years ago was a 60-game season. But it is a rarity when you have 47 years out and 7 years in. So I think that is something to celebrate because it doesn't happen every year. It doesn't happen every other year. It's more of a rarity.
And what
Matthew, yeah, thank you. And like you said, I mean, yeah, we said it earlier, Matthew. I'm not sure if you just got here, but we said, I mean, it was a little awkward. It was, but they're in. And you can still win a World Series clinching on a day you lose, you know?
Right. It's like if they win the World Series, no one's going to remember today as like being awkward for the fireworks after the game when they lost.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully, like this is the start of a run here where they make the postseason. Like, I don't know. How about 3 years in a row? Like consecutive.
Well, it has to be with Soto.
It has to be when you have Soto.
It'll be a failure if they don't get in the next 2 years.
You sign Musgrove to that 5-year deal. Tatis is coming back. Manny's under contract for a long time. Darvish is going to be here next year for 1 more year. Same thing with Blake Snell.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Josh Hader next year. Cronenworth's still here. Kim's still here. You know, you have pieces in the bullpen that are going to be here in Suarez and Garcia. Who knows what's going to happen with Martinez if he's going to come back. But you got pieces here. So this is not a 1-year thing. Like this has to be just the start. Because
I agree with you.
With 7 postseason appearances in a franchise history, like, yeah, that's not great. But you have now built a team to go in back to back to back. Like this needs to be a good stretch of postseason runs to give yourself more opportunities to try to win a championship. If you don't win it this year.
I mean, I hate to put it this way, but I'm going to put it this way anyway. It's going to be a disappointment if at the end of the 2024 season, the Padres haven't won a World Series. You don't trade for Juan Soto and sign Manny Machado and extend Fernando Tatis Jr. and trade for Blake Snell, who's won a Cy Young, and trade for Yu Darvish and extend Joe Musgrove to finish in 3rd place or 2nd place or 5th place. Nope. You do it to win. I give AJ Preller credit tonight. I give Bob Melvin credit tonight for doing something that Jace Tingler couldn't do last year, which is, you know, he kept his team from collapsing in the second half of the year. I give AJ Preller credit for doing something that other GMs hadn't done in the history of this franchise, which is making really bold decisions and moves like the Juan Soto trade. It does not work perfectly. It just hasn't.
No.
Doesn't mean it's not going to look great in 2023 or 2024. Padres have never won anything in terms of a title. San Diego's never won anything in a major sport in terms of a title. So AJ Preller went outside the box, said, you know what? Forget about the future. Let's win now. He acquired Juan Soto. He acquired Josh Hader. He's got Manny Machado in his prime. He's got Fernando Tatis Jr. for a long period of time. I'm not saying it's going to work, but I give him credit for taking big swings.
Yeah, and it's paid off to. I mean, it's paid off. Has it paid off to the extent of like being one of the best teams in baseball? You know, and like the Dodgers, no, but and that gap is still wide.
Mm-hmm.
But you can change all of that with winning a World Series.
Sure. Whenever that is. And by the way, they're eligible to win a World Series this year. They're in the postseason. 18 of the teams aren't eligible, so to speak. I mean, their path do it.
Right. Their path is a little harder. Maybe not a little, but their path is harder than
hard.
It's very hard. Like they're not going to get a bye here. They're going to go on the road.
Yep.
They're going to be either in New York or St. Louis. And if they're in New York and they can beat the Mets, then you got to go through the Dodgers.
Yep.
Right.
That's hard.
That's very hard. And if you go to St. Louis and you somehow beat the St. Louis Cardinals, you got to go through the defending World Series champions.
Mm-hmm.
So this ain't easy. How many teams won 100 games in baseball this year? You're going to have 1, 2, 3. You're going to have like 4 teams in baseball win 100 games this year. That's crazy.
That's crazy, and you're going to have to potentially face a couple of them, if not three of them, to win a World Series. You know, the Braves have a better record than the Dodgers over their last 100 games.
Braves are
Braves
on
have
a
a better
fucking
record than the
roll.
Dodgers over the whatever it is, 100 or 110 games. It's really crazy,
And they're still going to finish 9 games out of the Dodgers.
which is amazing. You're right. Franz, thank you for the super. Cheers to Franz. Jim.
Thanks, Franz.
I think to sneeze, which is kind of like something you typically do, but I have to sneeze, but I'm not going to.
Don't be
He says, seeing Chrismat in the celebration today was awesome. I hope everyone had a designated driver today. I think they take care of that, by the way.
I think so too. No one's driving home after this one.
No one's driving. Thank you for all the work. I love you guys. I love that Alfaro reference. If you know, you know, off Twitter.
I love you guys too.
I said something about I glove you fans or San Diego.
He's like, let's get F it, San Diego. And then he goes, and he's like, I glove you guys.
Right.
I glove you, San Diego.
By the way, Chrismat, sub-3 ERA, but not active. Right, was sent down in early September, has not been activated since the end of the minor league season.
At least he was here, because he's been a big part of this team, dude. There's been some big
40-something appearances in a sub-3 ERA.
Yeah, some big moments for Nabil Chrismat this year for sure.
Absolutely. So
thank you. I'm glad he was here to celebrate that. That was cool.
Can we get some clap emojis in the chat for Ronaldo?
Ronaldo, what's up, man?
I wish I had 2 drinks. I'd be on to my second, dude. I literally stopped at the liquor store in Del Mar. You know what I'm talking about? Torrey Pine State Beach. There's like a little liquor store. Did you know that?
Oh, you just slum it up in Del Mar liquor stores?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I walked in and I bought 1. I should have bought 2.
Mm-hmm.
Ronaldo, thank you. Says, just wanted to send support. We really do appreciate that. He says, holy hell. What a season. It's been a lot of games. Congrats to the players. Congrats to the show. Congrats to the chat. That's awesome. Everyone that's been here, whether you've been just a viewer or a supporter or some of the chats every night or a subscriber or a non-subscriber, if you've been with us 1 time, 100 times, thank you for your support. Ronaldo, this is terrific. We really do appreciate it.
Ronaldo.
As you know, it's a little bit of a labor of love. We appreciate all the super. It's a great way to support this channel. You can just click that $sign down below. But Ronaldo, we really do appreciate it. Hopefully it's just starting. I mean, hopefully they got another few weeks, you know? I mean, this thing, think about it this way, Jim. Postseasons are abrupt, right? We all know that as fans. This thing can end either Saturday, Saturday. That's less than a week from now. The Aztecs don't even play again until Saturday. Think about that. This thing could be over Saturday, or they could be playing in November because this postseason could stretch into the first few days of November. So, you know, it'll be hopefully it's more than just a couple of days.
Yeah. Yeah. I want this to extend, get to the DS round.
Mm-hmm.
Get to the DS. That's what I want. And then whatever happens from there happens, but get to the DS. Don't get swept.
Ronaldo, thank you again. Really do appreciate it. Really do. Cheers, Ronaldo. Cheers again.
Thank you, Ronaldo.
By the way, thank you, Ben, for hanging out all night. He says Snell was in the clubhouse postgame, by the way. So good to know.
It's good.
I figured he would be. I mean, where's he going?
Of course he is. Why would he not be there?
Parents in town? You have dinner or something? Doing sushi?
I had sushi today. It was delicious.
You have sushi every day.
I know.
Yeah. Johnny, cheers. Nice name.
Cheers, Johnny.
I'm going to have a sip.
Oh, look at you. Chug, 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 chug.
Jim, you are so soft.
Yes, I am. I'm drinking. I don't want to drink the champagne, man.
Is this what you're going to be saying when they win the World Series? Oh, I'm tired.
Nope. When they win the World Series, I'm dumping it over my head and while chugging another bottle.
In Relationship Girls Place?
No, I'll probably go back to my house. She'll kick me out.
You still have a house? Why do you have a house? You're just wasting money, dude.
Trust me, I know.
Okay, just to be clear, you are throwing away money.
It's a garage that I use as a storage
storage. Yeah, that's true. Johnny says, can't help but think what it would have looked like with Fernando Tatis Jr. That is kind of the elephant situation.
Yeah.
Where is he, Jim? I mean, he's in San Diego, right? Because he's been able to rehab. He's able to be around the team before the gates open. I assume he's in San Diego. Is he spending his offseason in San Diego? Did he say that, Jim? I think he said that.
He did. Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, initially everyone was pissed off at him. Get him off the team. Like everyone was pissed. You kind of were on the fence of I forgive him. You like right away.
I did. It took me a day or two. You're right, Jim. I did say that. You're right. I just love Fernando Tatis Jr. I mean, maybe it's just like blind love, blind faith.
I'm not, and I'm not gonna go back. Like I see some people on Twitter like bashing Tatis like nonstop.
Still,
yeah,
yeah.
There's one guy out there, one troll out there that just I don't know, whatever. But yeah, you wish Tatis was on this roster, and you're gonna think, well, what if they had Tatis?
You're right.
And I hope this gives him motivation to come back next year when he gets back from his suspension. By the way, if the Padres have a deep playoff run, that helps.
Great point
for next year. So you've now knocked off at least 2 games next season for Tatis's suspension.
That's a good point. So do we know what that number is, Jim? Was it around 30 heading into next year? Was it a little below it or a little above it? I forget the exact number.
I want to say it was around 30. I want to say he was going to miss the first month 30. Of the year.
There anyone have that exact number at the end of the regular season? I could see Ben having that potentially. I'm curious. The reason I asked, though, there's a couple of things that come to mind, Jim. Remember, there might be a May Dodgers series and or a May Giants series in Mexico City. 33 remaining at the end of the year, or 33 remaining right now?
I see 33. I see 38. Okay.
I don't think it's 38. I think it's below that.
33 sounds right.
Yeah. They could get to, if you play 10 playoff games, that'd be unbelievable. Holy You'd have them available in April.
You play 10, you're in the NLCS.
Yeah, it's a big number. You're right. It's a big number. But I'd like to see him available for that Mexico City series for whatever reason. I just think it's cool. Giants Padres, I think it's late April, early May. I think that'd be cool if he was available for that, but they're gonna have to win some games. But Johnny, that's a good point. I mean, we'll never know what this looks like with Fernando Tatis Jr., how much better this team is, how much different this team looks, how much more capable they are of winning. We'll never know that. But hopefully we see him fully healthy in 2023, and let's knock on something that's wooden.
And he performs.
What's that?
That he performs.
Yeah, good point. And that's the other thing. I mean, it's 18, 19 months. Is he going to look like the same player? Like, that's a lot of time. And big injuries, wrist, shoulder, big injuries. Not just minor meniscus, 3-week surgery. Like, this is something real. Pedro, thank you. He says, I think he's talking about you. So you're soft. Bet if Warriors won, Jim would drink up. If the Warriors had clinched a playoff spot tonight, would you be chugging champagne?
No.
I know. NBA playoffs are a little different. Actually, a lot different.
NBA season's way different. By the way, I did chug when the Warriors won. I did not chug and drink when they went to the postseason or when they even reached the finals. Baseball's different, dude.
It is.
And it's much harder to get in baseball, even with the expanded postseason.
Still harder.
Still hard. So, yeah, if the Padres win the World Series, I'm dumping a bottle of champagne over my head while chugging another bottle. That's happening.
Dude, I'll be drinking if they win the first round. Okay.
Yes, we all will be drinking. It's every round that they win, popping bottles.
It gets more.
You get more. So it's like 1 bottle now, 2 bottles next time, 3 bottles. Like you have to celebrate these things. So, yeah.
I might be doing a keg stand by like the second round. We'll see.
Yes.
Thank you again, Pedro. Thank you, Daniel. Cheers. Look at this, man. I'm almost out of my kombucha.
I'm not out of my drink.
Can you pour some in here, Jim?
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hold on.
Okay, there you go.
Mint watermelon, by the way. Like a real man. Daniel says, is Tatis starting at short? We're talking about when he returns. I mean, that's very debatable. It's very arguable. I think that's a huge question.
Well, people cover the team say that it's Ha-Seong Kim's job now.
Which is crazy.
I mean, they gave the guy $340 million to be the shortstop of the future. I think that you're going to see Tatis in a lot of different spots next year. But again, The only thing that I really care about with Tatis is his offense. He can play in the outfield. He can play shortstop. He's not a one-dimensional guy.
Mm-hmm.
Kim, you can only play it you can play shortstop, second, and third, but you're not playing at third. And you're really not playing at second. So, yeah, Tatis can play short. He can play center. He can play right. Shit, he can play left if he wanted. He can be the DH. But as long as he hits next season, who cares?
You know, I agree with you, Jim, but when you say it that way, I mean, would you be okay with him DHing like 100 times?
No, what I meant is like the DH.
No, but I'm just asking. I mean, if he hit and he DH'd,
like he's your permanent DH now.
I don't know. I mean, he's been susceptible to injury. So it's like, wouldn't that keep him healthier?
But he's gotten injured by batting too.
He has.
He's got
and in the field, and running the bases.
Well, it depends on who's on the roster. And if if they have a better guy in center field than Tatis, if they have a guy better in left field than Tatis, and you're not playing him in right because of Soto.
Mm-hmm.
100 games at DH, that's a lot for a guy that's making that much money.
It really, he's not going to play 100 games at DH, but
no, but like 30.
Could be 30, could be something like that. Yep, to get him off his feet. Yep, definitely could be. Joseph, thank you for this. He says,
Joseph.
okay, so the ESPN article said he'll miss the final 48 games of the regular season, so that would be 32, Jim, which means he's now guaranteed to have no more than 30, right? Because they'll play 2 more games, that gets to 50.
Mm-hmm.
So at most, he will miss 30 games next year, which is it's a number, but it's not even 20%, right? Out of 162, it's not. It's just under 20%. I mean, it's a number. It's significant. Hopefully, they can get that thing down to the 20s, and then you can kind of stomach it and live with it, and hope he performs and gets healthy next year.
Yep.
I think it's as simple as that. I do want to mention, let's see here. Omar Sanchez at Edge Home Finance. By the way, thank you guys for your support. Please subscribe, smash the like button, follow us on Twitter at Jon Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. We appreciate all your support with the Supers. Great way to support this channel. Click the $ in the chat box down below. If you want to become a member, we've had a few people do that here tonight. Click join. You'll get emojis, custom badges, and more. Padres are in the playoffs in a full year for the first time in 16 years. We do want to thank Omar Sanchez at Edge Home Finance for his longtime support of this channel. Click that, scan the QR code on the screen right now, and you are going to get to Omar's brand new website, which is loansbyomar.com. Again, loansbyomar.com. Omar Sanchez is here to help all Padres fans with their mortgages, and he's a San Diegan. You can text him right now. He's available to you 24/7, essentially, 619-387-7798. San Diegan, huge Padres fan, went to San Diego State. He can help you get you into your dream home or help you to refinance. In fact, if you're in the process of buying or refinancing and you want a second opinion to make sure you're getting the best deal, just call or text Omar. You'll get a free consultation. Click the education tab at his website. You'll get everything you need for first-time home buyers, refinancing information, and more. Loansbyomar.com. Also, give him a follow on Instagram, loans.byomar. Again, loans.byomar. And thank you, Omar, for your continued support of the Wrap-Up Show.
Yeah, 619-387-7798. When you reach out to Omar, let him know that Jon and Jim from the Wrap-Up Show sent you.
All right, so thank you again, Omar.
Oh, wow.
What a night. These supers keep coming in. Thank you guys for the supers. Padres are in the postseason, and we're hanging out with you on this Sunday evening. Ronaldo, thank you again.
Thanks, Ronaldo. Appreciate you, man.
I'm going to finish this off. Why don't you finish off your bottle?
No, I have a headache.
You're like me. Okay, he says, and thank you again, Ronaldo. He says, I'll say it. Jim's right. Make that dude a DH. Well, hold on. Wait, I'm Jon. We should put our name.
I'm Jon.
Our names typically up there. Like, doesn't it sometimes say at Jon Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD, or no?
Oh. Yeah, right there.
Let me pull. Oh, so that's interesting. When you put up the super, it takes that down. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, that's weird.
I'm learning something on the final day.
Let me see if I can change it. Oh no,
you can't.
No.
Ooh, what is that all? I like that, dude.
Oh, that's pretty good.
What do you like the most? So, okay, hold on. Go back to, let's call that option 1. That looks like option 1.
No, it's the same. No, it's different.
Can you go to that big super? kind of like that, dude, for supers.
That's a big. What if they have? What if someone says
What
in
if
like
it's
a
a long super?
paragraph, dude?
But does it make it smaller font?
No.
Go back to an old.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I kind of like that.
We'll just keep it
Whatever.
this way. It's fine.
We'll just keep it the way we've been doing it. Make that dude a DH. That's a lot of money. $300 million or 340.
Yep.
It's a lot of money. A lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Ronaldo, thank you again for the very generous super.
He said, "Oh no, guys, I'm so sorry."
That's hilarious. No worries, dude, at all. Happens on the radio actually a lot. We've had some instances where people are like, "No, I'm talking. I want to be with Jim." I'm like, you're talking to.
You're talking to. This is Jim. Like, no, what? John? This is John.
Albert,
I have to pick a winner.
Oh yeah, you do have to pick a winner. By the way,
this is going to be fully at random.
Mm-hmm. Just scroll somewhere and find someone.
I'm going to scroll, and then I'm scrolling blindly, and whatever it lands on is the winner. For whoever put it. Hold on. And sorry that if you try to enter now, it's too late. I'm already halfway through the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Albert, by the way. Appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you, Albert.
Man, we got a lot here. Jesus. All right. Hold on. Where are all? Okay, here we go. Okie dokie. So the winner of John, you want to tell them what they get?
Yeah, they're getting a Mark Nimitz insurance swag bag. They're also getting a Fernando Tatis Jr. Funko Pop, whatever that means, and a $25 gas gift card.
All right. Landed on some random. Okay, here we go. The winner is. Oh, I didn't get on the goat. I didn't. Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to land on a goat. Someone said a goat emoji.
Okay.
Here we go. Taco Bell call 911. That's it.
All right. So Taco Bell call 911. If you're here or if you're watching on replay,
yes,
email Padres wrap-up show at gmail.com and we'll let you know how to collect that, I guess, gift from Mark Nimitz. You're going to have to swing by his office, but Taco Bell call 911, who has been a loyal viewer of this channel, is a member as well. How many goat emojis is that? 20? You've won the swag bag from Mark Nimitz Insurance. You've won the Fernando Tatis Jr. Funko Pop and a $25 gas gift card
from Mark Nimitz.
From Mark. So thank you, Mark.
Mark's been with us
from day one. Yeah. Here's the deal, though. If you've been with us, you got to support Mark. If you've got insurance needs, seriously, you get that stuff in the mail. Hey, time to renew. When you get that, call Mark. Okay, take it from me. Trust me, he's a great insurance agent. I'm not just saying that. I mean, he literally saved us thousands of dollars. We have all new flooring, all new cabinetry, new paint. I mean, Mark took care of everything. Literally took care of everything. So please get in contact with Mark. There's a link down below for his website. He's the title sponsor of the wrap-up show. He's been with us for over a year. So thank you, Mark, for your support, and congratulations, Taco Bell call 911. Get in contact either with Mark or email us, padreswrappupshow@gmail.com. What are you laughing at?
This is like, thank you, Taco Bell call 911. Good job.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, before we get out of here, we do want to thank, of course, Eric Lanier. Can you pull that down for a moment? We do want to thank Eric Lanier at Edge, not at Edge Home Finance, actually, at higherimpactfinancial.com. Thank you, Eric, at higherimpactfinancial.com for your support of this channel. Let me tell you about Eric, and make sure to check out his website at higherimpactfinancial.com. He's the sponsor of the official podcast. If you're looking for the wrap-up show as an audio-only show because you're driving, because you're working out, and you don't want the video, find us at friersonbase.com or wherever you get your podcasts. If you're wondering if you're financially strong enough to leave your corporate job and start your own business, or if you're tired of being surprised by how many taxes you owe every year, get in contact with Eric at Higher Impact Financial. He's a dedicated professional. He's got the experience that you need. And along with that, Eric can also help make sure your family is protected by helping you get a trust established. In fact, the first 5 Padres fans that call to get a trust done with Eric's firm, you're going to get $200 off. You can call Eric at 951-383-3033 to schedule your first meeting. That's 951-383-3033. And even if you just want to talk Padres baseball, Eric is there for you. He's a San Diegan and a huge Padres fan. He'd love to talk Padres with you. Advisory services are offered through Wealth Tech Partners, a registered investment advisor that only conducts business in states where it is properly registered or is excluded from registration requirements. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Hopefully that's the case with the Dodgers. Investing involves risk and possible loss of principal capital. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you.
Oh, Jim, what a night, man.
Whew,
I don't even know what we've been talking about.
What happened?
I don't know, dude.
By the way,
Michael,
if you're with us, join us tomorrow, Jon and Jim.
No. Join us weight room first.
You're right. Weight room tomorrow morning, 11:30 a.m. Hit us up there. We're gonna try to put this on YouTube as well, so be on the lookout for that tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow afternoon, 3:00, San Diego Sports 760. Me and John 3 to 6. Or no, sorry, 3 to 5:15 because of the Monday Night Football game tomorrow.
3 to 5:15 tomorrow, but we're talking tons of Padres baseball. We'll have some guests lined up for you because the Padres are in, and now the question is this: can they make a run? Who are they going to play? What's the rotation look like? Presumably, we know it: Darvish, Snell, Musgrove. That's how it's lined up. So
Yep.
I'm thinking Darvish, Snell, Musgrove. What roster decisions do they still have to make over the next couple of days? We've got you covered. San Diego Sports 760. Please join us 3:00 every single Monday through Friday. Support our partners. Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance. Link down below. He can save you $750 on your insurance. ORA.organic. Get 30% off your first order. And Omar Sanchez at loansbyomar.com. Please subscribe. Smash the like button. Follow us on Twitter. Also, again, consider becoming a member by clicking the join button down below. All right, guys, we appreciate it. We will be back tomorrow night following that huge game between the Padres and the Giants. Game 1 of a 3-game series to wrap up the regular season. For Drunk Jim, I am Sober John, and we'll see you tomorrow morning on Weight Room. Join us 11:30 a.m. Thanks, guys.
Peace.